Welcome back, beautiful beings. Today I want to do a little experiment. I have the metal words from Crafter Square, the 3-pack, and I chose Thankful. And then I also have the Crafter Square Harvest DIY words. Okay, you get 6 in a package. And I want to paint this one yellow and this one white. And then I'm going to try experiment with some napkins. I think these napkins are from Ollie's. I'm not sure because well, it says made in USA, so I think these are from Ollie's, and these might be from Ollie's or from Dollar Tree. But after I paint this white, I just want to use this part of the napkin to put it on some of the parts. And there's 2 parts up here too. Never done this before, so I'm doing it with you. And then on this napkin, I just want to use this part and put it on here after I paint it yellow. Okay, so let's begin. I'm going to paint this one white, and I'm using multi-surface because it says you can use it on metal, okay, among other things. So I'll see how good this stays on here, right, on the metal. We'll try it out. See if it dries good, and hopefully it don't chip. But that's the whole purpose of this experiment, is to see how good that paint stays on here. Okay, let's see if it scratches off. So we're going to put this aside to dry up here. And I'm going to bring in this one, and we're going to paint this yellow. And I'm using Yellow Flame Matte Apple Barrel. I picked this color because it's a nice bright yellow. The brightest I got. I have it's pink. And I do want to get the sides and the inside too. So I'm going to make sure I get into those crevices to get the paint in there. Okay, beautiful beings, I think I got it. I think I got the paint all in the little crevices. Good. And when these both dry, that might be even dry, the white one. Let's dry it. Shiny. No, it's not quite dry. But this is going to need another coat, as you can see. Okay. So when they're dry, I'll give that another coat, because I'm sure you don't want to watch me do that. Another coat. And then I'll be back. Okay, beautiful beings, I did paint this again. I didn't paint this, but I want to show you. See, watch, I take my nail and it scratches. So I think I'm just going to cut a bunch of these out, put Mod Podge down, and then just cover all the pieces with that and Mod Podge. That way we don't have to worry about the paint scratching. Okay, so that's the plan. I'm going to finish painting this and let it dry. Okay, beautiful beings, this napkin, I just cut that section out. Okay, and it's a 2-ply napkin, so I'm going to peel this off like this and get this out of the way. Then I'm going to zoom it in, and I'm going to take some Mod Podge Matte, okay, and we're just going to put some Mod Podge on it, not too much. I'm going to try to do as little as I can, which as you see isn't working, and it can get on the sides, so the napkin sticks down on the edges. That's fine. I've been wanting to try this for a while, so I'm glad I did try it. So at least that's out of the way that I did it. I videotaped it, I showed you, and I accomplished it. And it's done. Beautiful beings. I'm going to pick this up and use my scraps left over from the other napkin. Lift that up so nothing sticks. Put it back down. Make sure I got glue where I had my fingers. Let's do it one more time, and then there's more glue, of course. I don't want it sticking to the cardboard. I don't. Alright. So let's move this up. Put this down here maybe. Alright, I'm going to take the napkin, and I'm going to do it loosely. I'm going to go over here and tap. So if it pulls some of the napkin in, it pulls some of the napkin in, okay? And we're going to let that completely dry. Just going to make sure it's gluing down really nice. And it is. So I'm going to cut this off, the extra. And I'm going to leave some. Just a little extra on the sides. Get this out of the way. Just gonna keep pushing. I just don't want it to stick to the bottom. That's why I got lifted, because see, the glue's still coming off on the cardboard, and I don't want it stuck to the cardboard. So I'm just rubbing it in really good to make sure it's sticking to everything. It's not sticking to that E-tip right here. Very good. It is now. And I want this to dry completely before we go to our next step. Right? So I'm just going to find something like this and set it on there and let it dry. And I'll be back when it's dry. Okay, beautiful beings, I flipped this over. There's clumps of glue. So I'm just taking the leftover piece of napkin and getting those clumps out of there as good as I can. Okay, see there's clumps in there? Because when you go to wrap the napkin down, I think that might cause a problem with the bulk. It'd be a little bit bulky. So see the clump of glue in there? So I'm just taking it and getting a pointy piece of the napkin and getting it out. Like that. Okay, that looks good except for the F, and I can't really get in there. Or is it the E? The E. There, I got it out of there. Okay, now we can probably go to the next step. I got these little scissors from Dollar Tree. All I'm going to do is go in. And I'm going to try to stay away from the letters as much as I can, so we can just wrap it down in and glue it. Okay? So that's all I'm doing. Because we just want enough that we'll glue on the sides. That's all we need. Alright, let's get this out of the way. Okay, beautiful things. I got a needle here. I'm just going to take the needle for inside these parts right here. Poke a hole, try to get it separated so we can wrap it. Okay. I was thinking about adding water to break that, but I don't know. I don't know. I just need, yeah, this side works better. Make sure you can see what I'm doing. Just breaking that up so we can wrap it. Okay, that's all we're doing. I'm going to name this video The Word in a Napkin Challenge because this is a challenge. Beautiful beings. I mean, it takes a long time, but it's worth it, I think, in the end. And it's great for a rainy day or if you're just bored. I like how it turned out. But it is a big challenge. So if you want to challenge yourself, this is the way to do it, beautiful beings. My Mod Podge is almost empty, so I dipped the brush way down and too far, and I got way too much glue. But actually, having more glue, I think maybe I was using too less of glue, and it was way easier to wrap around once I had enough glue. So I think I was using not enough glue. So there's that, beautiful beings. Just demonstrate yourself and see what is easier, and if you find an easier way to do it, put it in the comments, beautiful beings. I think it's good enough. Okay, beautiful beings, hopefully this one isn't as challenging because it's bigger than the other one. I have 6 strips of this that I took off the napkins. Okay, and I'm just gonna, I might cut it more, but it was a 2-ply napkin. Okay, so I just tore that off, and I'm just gonna start gluing. You see how challenging this one is, but I'm gonna use more glue this time. And it seems to be growing nicely. I just don't want the glue to stick to the cardboard. And it's gluing down nicely, plus it'll seal the white paint so it doesn't scratch. I think I'm going to wait for that to dry. Okay? Okay, beautiful beings. I cut them as close as I could and then tucked it in to make sure it wasn't going to overlap. It only wrapped around where I wanted it. Okay? And then these pieces, I took my nail. See, like that piece? I just took my nail and went like that. Okay? That's all I did there. And I'm going to have to do it here. And then I left a spot to show you. Like this piece is way too big. to wrap around, so I just trimmed it. And this one was easier because it's bigger. Okay, so now I'm going to glue this one down. And I'll let this dry. Okay, beautiful beings, I wanted to show you, I got adhesive diamond wrap I got from Dollar Tree, and I got all 4 of them. I got this a couple years ago, and it did have adhesive on the back of them, and I just peeled it off because I didn't want the adhesive on the back of them. Okay, and I got some cut out, and I wanted to cut out this color because it's so dark and that's so light. And as you can see, I already cut some out through the years. But I want to cut this out and use it on Welcome Fall. Okay? And it's not long enough, so I'm just going to put it in the middle. I'm going to use Elena's glue. And I'm just going to put some down here, just to divide the words a little bit. Hopefully that's enough. And I'm just going to stick that in the middle. Well, that's not the middle, is it? So I'll push it over a little bit. There we go. Just checking to make sure it's where I want it. And I got acorns, red leaves, gold leaves, and copper leaves. And I was thinking just put a couple on here, but so you can still read it. Like that, maybe one of each. Like that. Maybe I'll put the acorn up higher. Just using Elena's glue. I might even put it up here. Put the acorn there. Put a leaf there. Put that one there. I got glue on the front of it. Sorry. That way you can still read it. And it's not too much because the napkin itself is a lot. And we'll put that leaf there. Down a little bit. And you can use this, like, say you buy a big pumpkin from Dollar Tree, wood one that needs painted. You can paint it and stick that on there. You can do all kinds of stuff with this, beautiful beings. Okay? that one's done. I'm just going to leave it just like that. Move it up there. And then stick a couple on this one. But these letters are smaller, so I might just stick them where you can still read it. Maybe put acorn there. Maybe over here. I'm putting it right there. So I'm just putting the glue here. And maybe a little bit on the M because it might go over there a little bit. You just want to make sure you can still read it. And I forgot to tell you, when you cut these out, you're going to have a little bit of the mesh coming off the acorns and all the other leaves. So just to go around it and trim it as much as you can. Get it off of there. That's what I did. I don't want gold because I have gold. I'll use one of these. Maybe here on the W, and we're done. What do you think, beautiful beings? There you go, beautiful beings. I think they turned out beautifully. I love them, and I'm going to use this one in the upcoming video. Give it a go, beautiful beings. Are you up for the challenge? Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful everything.